What's up, Dino gang? Your boy the Bear back at it again, man. Um, if you trying to see, okay, this video is about basically what I think we should do going forward with Dinos versus a new meta. You know, they got 3 new decks coming out, and it's pretty good. So, as you can see through the thumbnail, we have 3 decks we can play, right? We can play Jirax. We could play Ryuge, or we could play. You trying to just go to pure route? You hear what I'm saying? So we have 3 decks. We could like, okay, I'd rather play Ryuge. So let me fix my side deck. Let me get my hand trap ratio or my going second cards right in the main deck, whatever you want to do. You know, so it's all depends what you want to play. I can't tell you what to play, but I'm just trying to say, by telling you and going over some of these cards, you could probably guess which ones you should be playing, right? So, you know, like the thumbnail say, let's start with Dragon Tail, man. Dragon Tail. I was watching some videos. It's a fusion deck, and you know, you look at all that. You know, you add a Dragon Tail monster, then you can fusion summon if you know what I'm saying. So it just, and you look at the two fusion monsters they have. One Dragon Tail monster and one monster in the hand. So they have to do it in the hand. You get what I'm saying? So, and I was looking at other cards like this will hurt that deck. Retaliating Sea. You know, point activate a spell card that includes an effect of special summon a monster. You can just summon this, and they can't fuse with it because they say in the hand. So, you know, so automatic, all the materials, the spell, all that get banished, and I think that's crazy against that deck. You know, anything dealing with like banishment, like discard, shifter. So the only thing about this, I think they have this monster right here, confusion summon. Discard the fusion summon. So you gotta hope, you know, you only could use this one when they go for the spells and shit, but you know, you can't use it when this card. You know, this is a card that's broken. You know, during the main phase, so quick effect. So you could do it on your opponent's turn. So you just quick synchro, easy. Summon 1 dragon, 1 spellcaster. So that's how you can summon, like, you know, dragon spellcaster. Or you could go into a dragoons. That's why they play what the one is. I will find it, trust me. You know, I will find it. They play Guardian Chimera too. 100%. So put that right up. They got me Guardian Chimera. Obviously not with this one, because this one say dragon. But I know they had Guardian Chimera in the side deck. So I don't know how they go into this, but they go into it some kind of way. But what a card at? This right here. Yeah. So they obviously make dragoons with this. So, you know, it's subject to a fusion material. So dragoons say Dark Magician or 1 dragon effect monster. So there's going to be Dark Magician. And all you need is 1 dragon effect monster. So dragon effect monster. Dragon effect monster, dragon effect monster. So you can make dragoons pretty easy. I don't know how they make Chimera though, because that's a beast. But it was in the side deck when I watched the video. So I mean, in the extra deck. So I don't know how they make it. Maybe it's something on the. Yeah, it's probably some kind of way they can make it. Maybe just with poly. Just make it with poly. Yeah, I think they only could make it with poly, probably. Yeah. You know, like I said, I saw a couple matches, and I saw the deck profile, so I'm like, they could make Chimera too. So yeah. So like I said, man, if you got one of those cards like that, that will blow them out. You get what I'm saying? Um, um, Bell and Crow is good against this deck too. 100%. So, you know, even this card right here, like you could Bell this card. Target one tech monster, return it to the hand. Then you can place one Dragon Tail card from your graveyard to the bottom of your deck. You can't do that. You're trying to return a card to the deck. Yeah. So Bell could just stop the trap. This one. A lot of cards like this deck right here interact with the graveyard a lot. So I don't know, maybe like I said, D-Barrier good. That's why I got it right here. So a lot of like side deck choices, like it's yeah. Like all these decks lose to D-Barrier. So I'm kind of hoping this shit D-Barrier don't get banned. Cause that's a good way to hit these cards. Like so, probably gonna guarantee y'all make it to game 3 no matter what. You get what I'm saying? So, as for Dino'S against Dragon Tails, you know, cause you read these cards, you know, you can summon this during your opponent's turn, and then you like, you know, bounce some shit. So now you gotta look at this though, cause I saw this card use 4 materials for this shit. And he bounced 2 cards back, and he add 2 cards from the graveyard to the hand. So just imagine turn 1, you use Ash on Fawallos, right? So during a turn, you can just add Ash back, you know. So this card is kind of nice, bro. So, but you gotta think about it. If misresolve, now it's dangerous if they have a Dragoons up because they got a negate. So that's kind of dangerous. But if they don't have no Dragoons up and it's just like regular shit, like Miss is kind of nice. Now this card right here is negate a spell, you know, like Hot Red, you know what I'm saying? Then you could place one card from your graveyard to the bottom of the deck, so you could bail this shit. Yeah, it's a draw too, so I know if you can't bail, I think you could bail it, but if not, you definitely could Ash this shit. So the whole spell negate, you could Ash that. That's kind of nice. I like that. You know, so these cards is nice, but the hand traps could slow them down. I think a deck like this need hand traps to beat it. So I'm just saying, like, okay, if you going first, you playing against a deck like this, right? What deck would be more scarier? Dino'S, right? Let's start with Ryugi, right? Ryugi set a nice board up. Now keep in mind, you know, they play all kind of fusion stuff, so I'm pretty sure they probably got super poly. So you might want to have something on board that's like not gonna really lose a super poly like that. You get what I'm saying? So I think regular Dino'S, like you go start in with Lars, Logi, Doka. I think super poly like kills that deck. You know, like Ryugi, you don't really have like the same attribute, but so that's not too bad. You know, it's a little danger, but it's not like regular thing. And direct, your whole goal is to you know, put 3 Asterios in the graveyard, so you don't care if you get super poly or not. You get what I'm saying? So let's take that point direct, right? So far I'm gonna say direct. So if they make these cards just say, you know, okay, so this a pop. When you activate a Dragon Tail card, just get the chain and pop something. You get what I'm saying? So, and I'm not seeing none that say destruction like, so I think direct probably you know, do some things with this. And you know, of course, if they don't have super pilot and you end up with a Doka or something with that stereo on board, I think this enough. Like, you know, you got 2 more stereos. Yeah, you can set one spell a trap, so it's one of these. Those 2 just fusion. Spell negate, and you could bounce something in attack position. So I don't know. I don't think this deck is too crazy. I think it's a nice fair deck. I think we should thrive against a deck like this. It's not nothing crazy, like they got a lot of protection or nothing like that. I don't see why Jarek can't pop all this shit. You know. And they fusion from the hand. So, I don't know. Like, Conductor versus, like, Yummies is way better than Conductor versus this deck. Because if they got Poly, you know, it doesn't matter. You get what I'm saying? So, I think every deck, I think Ryuge and Jarek fit better versus this because they play super poly for sure. So, and who knows if this deck become real good, or even these decks. So, like, you know, it's the same thing. So, light, discard a light, different types. So, I think people might just start playing super poly in general. So, I think, maybe we can't play regular Dinos. We probably have to play, unless you're going second. Or you gotta play like maybe Jarek. Cause we get super pilot, we don't care about that. You get what I'm saying? And so overall, my take on this, I think Ryuge and Jarek, you know, should be able to beat this deck pretty easily. Like, I'm not seeing nothing that's crazy with it. You know, I watched some videos, you know, like I said, we have missed. So all that shit they want to pop and do all this other shit. You know, they want to bounce something, you can't bounce nothing. Now the only thing about these cards, you know, like how certain trap cards say, if you control a Dragon Tail monster, target one, this card don't, like these traps don't say that. So if they open a trap, it's live. You know. So, you know, like I said, you could, I'm pretty sure you could bail this shit, right? You can place one Dragon Tail from your graveyard, put a bottom on the deck. Memory Bell, add a card from the graveyard to the deck, to the graveyard, to the, yeah, you add a grave, yeah, you put something from the graveyard to the deck. That should work. You should be able to bail that. It don't say add a card from the thing. Yeah, yeah, just like shufflers, right? Shufflers don't say, they just say, let me see. You can banish this card, target up to 3 cards in the graveyard. Shuffle them to the deck. Shuffle them to the deck, yeah. So you targeting a card and place it to the deck. It's the same thing, right? Yeah. Yeah, so you could build this shit. So, you know, I think we gonna be alright, bro, because to activate Miss, they can't stop Miss unless they making their priority to hard summon Dragoon every time. But that's not a problem because, like, you gotta open, you know, that card that get poly. So I think we'll be alright. Ryuge or Direct. And like I said, you know, these cards are Dragon and Spellcasters, bro. And they got different attributes, so Protos does nothing. So, now if you want to make, like you playing Ryuge, now if you want to make this guy and call a type, you know, like I said, you're probably gonna do this game 2 or game 3. If you lose game 1, you know what you're going against. Oh, you just summon like Dragon? Alright, so you're gonna make this guy. And you could call Dragon shit. Can I be described by card effects? Fuck, he a Dragon, so you ain't gotta do too much. You get what I'm saying? So I think this a blowout. You know, if they can't summon no dragon, you know, so we call dragon a spellcaster. Whatever you think. I never played against a deck to say like, oh, they going to dragon more, spellcaster more. Like both of them look dragon spellcaster, so it's split. You know, dragoon's a spellcaster. So whatever you want to call, I think this card will be broken. So far, I'm looking like I'm thinking about playing YUGIOH. Real talk, because of these cards right here. You know, I gotta fix my deck perfectly, you know, better than what it is, but I think it's time like we start using these blowout cards. Cause yeah. So and conductor, you know what I'm saying, they fusion from hand, so if they got poly, they can use a field, I don't have his face down or not. So I think conductor is okay versus this matchup, but it's not like the craziest. You get what I'm saying? So that's all I gotta say about Dragon Tail. I think it's okay. It's not like broken, and I'm cool with that. Everything will need to be broken. You know, that's why everything get banned. You know, I think it's a nice solid deck, and I'm pretty sure people will break it as much as they can. But yeah, man. So of course the Charmers is a Charmers, right? So Fualos is good against like everything. So Dro good against that deck. So yeah, man. So we just go see, man. Let's go on to K9, bro. So yeah, I'm looking at these cards. This is the K9 cards right here. Not that much, but that's just 6 of them. That's all. They got a trap, but I don't think nobody playing a trap. So, you know, now I did play against this deck already. I played against this deck like a month ago. So I know what this deck does, whatever. Like I know this. They wasn't playing Vanquish Soto. They was playing, I think, Pure. You know, and they ended up on that little dice shit. You know, so we all hoping this card here. We all hoping like, you know, this card get banned. The test 2 material from this card. Each player rolls a 6-sided dice twice, right? The player with the higher total cannot activate monster effects or declare attack until the end of the next turn. Once per turn, if either player rolls a 6-sided die while this card has material, you can treat one as a result as 7. You understand what that means? Each player rolls a 6. I'm gonna go to this. Let's go to this right here. Okay. So each player roll a 6-sided dice twice, right? One player each. Okay, once per turn. If each player roll, okay. While this card has material, you can treat one of those results as 7. The player with a higher total cannot activate. So already you have 7. So let's see. See, I go first, right? Boom. 3. 1. So 4. You already got 7. You lost. Right? Let's just do it again. 5. 2. I got 7. So guess what? You have to roll. You roll 1. 7 plus 1 is 8. You lose. So you probably go lose most of the time. So you just passing your turn. So why the fuck would Konami think this is healthy for the game? If that's the case, keep all the malice cards. Keep everything rolling. Don't touch nothing. Don't touch nothing if you gonna let this come out. You know it's about to happen. You just punch somebody, right? And now the dude walking at you, fist ball mad. He walking at you. So you know it's about to happen. You know it's about to happen. You about to come beat your ass. So why you just gonna sit there and let it happen? Run. You know, fight back, get in a stance, You want to pull out the blicky, whatever you want to do. You know, if you're a sucker, apologize. Whatever. Same thing. Konami knows about to happen, bro. He know it. Man. Anyways, they could make this fucking shit. You know, but I played a Vanquisher one. I played it one time, Vanquisher. I played Pure maybe like 3-4 times. So when I played the Vanquisher, they did not make this card. So hopefully that's how it is. Like people just like not playing this card. But you know, people so thirsty for W's and stuff like that, ratings, so they go play it. But it's thundering outside too, boy. Damn. So what I think about this deck right here, I think this deck is okay. Like I said, you know, of course, if you're mixing it with Vanquisher, bro. You get what I'm saying? So Vanquisher is really a good deck. So you're adding like another engine. Like I think by itself is not that strong. So you have to really add it to something. So I kind of look at it like Rizio. You know, pure Rizio is like, Detonator cross, sure. You get what I'm saying? So it's like you have to add something to it. So I think it's just an engine you can put in a lot of stuff. So I think anybody can play this shit. Especially like say, like if your opponent have 2 or more cards in their hand, so this shit will always live. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you go first. You can just normal summon this card. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Now you lock into XYZs, I think. No, there's not. They say you can't special summon an XYZ light monster. I wonder why they say that. Like what monster are they trying to keep them from summoning? Oh, Pallades, Nova. Okay. This right here. Okay, so they're trying to stop you from making like probably the best ones you could make. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Okay, it makes sense. So they're trying to keep you from these broken shit. Alright. Make a little sense. But yeah, so against K9, I'm gonna just say it. I think blowouts kill him. Like even this, they don't have no out for that. Even spear mode. You know, I don't play that. I can't play it, but Dark Hole, right, Gekis. I'm looking at all the cards. I'm reading everything. I'm like, damn. You know, I'm reading Nash Knight. The card they go on top of it is all monster negates. So it's not no. You just shotgun Dark Hole, boom. Shotgun Book of Eclipse, boom. Shotgun, that fucking card is, I'm gonna find it, man. You know, I've been talking a lot about shit. So shit just come over my, you know, I forget. But I know what I'm talking about, but I will find it. Ultimate Slayer, boom. So cards like that, like, you know, now Slayer target. So if they have this under there, you can't. He stopped the target and stuff. So, you know, just remember that. So I think Conductor shines against this deck. You know, like I said, you resolve missing, book everything. I did that before. Like, it shines, bro. So, it's not bad, man. So, you know, let's look at the extra deck cards. You know, they got this one. They had a K9 card. Then you can set a quick play. Crazy. When your opponent activates a card, a monster effect in hand, you can detach one, negate the effect. So this could negate miss, to be honest. So this one can be described by battle card effect to turn special summon. So you know they trying to play on your turn. You know what I'm saying? Then you stamp for your target one, the touch material, target one card in the field, banish it. Blah blah blah. This one, you could banish one card from your. You could banish one card you point control, or in the graveyard, or you could look at the hand and banish one to the end phase. And your play be a card of effect. So once again, if you shotgun Dark Hole, alright Geki, you know what they gonna do. I'm not seeing it. Like there's no protection. I'm reading everything. You know the spells don't say anything about protection. Yeah, like so. I think Breaker's gonna be pretty good next format. Like against them too. Like when I played Yummy, it was Breakers I had in my deck. I think K9 is pretty good, but it's okay. But it's real good when you mix with Vanquisher. So now you have to worry about this engine with Vanquisher. Just like, you know, Rise and Mr. Rugi. Same shit. It's like nothing changing in the game. It's just more money. Like Konami just trying to get more money. Boost these cars up. Take the other ones out. You know, same kind of power level. Maybe a little more. And just take y'all money. That's all he doing. A nigga like me, I'ma stay with Dino'S, baby. Straight up. So, like I already told y'all, we have a good matchup versus Vanquisher, in my opinion. I always start with Vanquisher. So, adding K9 is not going to change it. You know, even Vanquisher can, well, Vanquisher could stop it. Vanquisher monsters, you know, from destruction. But who cares? We got to get the negates off the board. So, I think we got a good matchup against the K9 stuff. I actually played it already, so it's alright. So, like I said, Ryuge, once again, Ryuge set up a big board. And 9 out of 10 you have follow-up. 100%. So, but all these cards is like different, you know, they got different attributes. You know, Vanquisher got different attributes, so I don't think these cards does too much. See, look. Light, wind, dark, earth. It just does too much. So I don't think these cards does nothing. Now, like I said, if you have Jirak, you have a Dual card already, and a Conductor on board, and you got like, you know, you got a Stereo Engraver already, so now you got access to all three of them. I think you clearly wipe out all this shit. You know, because all they can make is what, a Monster Negate? Stay in my face, do something. Well, this one cannot be described by card effects. They turn the special summon, so they'll keep this on board. Wow, it's just 2,500. Yeah, I'm not seeing nothing that's crazy. You know, or I use a card effect. You know, they target some. Oh, banish one card. They, oh, it don't target, so that's pretty good. Oh no, yours. Oh, so if your turn, your opponent's turn, you look at the hand. Oh, so they can't touch a graveyard. Okay, so this just okay. It made it a little worse, but still a good card. Yeah, man. I think we thrive versus a deck like this, man. We already thrive versus Vanquisher, man. I got so many replays showing that. So, but I don't think these two could touch that. So I think it's pretty good against Dragon Tails, but not this. So I think we got a decent matchup against that. You know, a little better than Dragon Tails. Like Conductor go thrive way more. Like just think about it. If you book Vanquisher, like they better have the spell that's coming from the deck. They better have that. You know, they probably went through Holy Su already. Like, it's Vanquisher not that hard for Dinos, bro. It's not. So, and you like to put 5s on board. Like, one of these cards could summon Holy Su. It's a 5 or Jing Long. You just book the ass. You get what I'm saying? So, like, right, yeah, this card, you could just special summon 1 level 5 from your hand. But they cannot be used for XYZ or Light Monster. Right there, you just book the ass, bro. Like, I think Conductor shine against this deck. So, lastly, man, I think this is the best one. Yummy. I think Yummy the best one. Like, just by itself, I think Yummy the best one. I think K9 gonna be the best deck because it gonna be combined with Vanquisher. But Yummy is very consistent, bro. Now it loses to more shit. You get what I'm saying? Like Droll kill it, Nib kill it, Charmers kill it, Barrier kill it, Super Pilot kill it. Like they all kill it, bro. And if you read these cards, if you control a Link 1 monster or level 2 circle monster you can special from hand, they all say that. So guess what? If you book this shit, it's over with. Now you get to add a Yummy card. What this one say? Target one fit some target one card for your service deck. Not bad. So just add a card. So what can he add to extend? If you sickle someone like monster target, it just face a card leave the field. Once you could, if a face a monster you control leave the field, you can special summon. Nope, it's not leaving the field. So what about this? If you control Link 1 monster, and activate one of these cards, target 2 light beast monster you control, and special 1 Yummy from your hand or graveyard, and Obedience School. You control no monsters, and so look, bro. If they start normal summon Yummy, book it. Book it. I'm telling you, Conductor Beast Burst for this deck. So they gonna need some more shit. Cause this not gonna be live now because they got a monster, but they probably gonna start with this anyway. So save you start with this Ash. Boom. Normal summon Cupsy. Alright, search. Book. It's over with. Like I don't know what else they have in their deck. They probably got like another side engine they probably play to extend. But like you get max value from that shit. You know. The reason I say this deck probably a little harder to play against because they gonna end up with like this card. Negates. Real talk. Maybe 2 of them. You know, and that's a floodgate and a negate. We don't want to see nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? So maybe Dark Ruler even come back in style right now because they starting to put, they're putting a lot on board. You know what I'm saying? Like K9 and Yummy, they're putting a lot of shit on board. So you just Dark Ruler there. That'll probably be something. You don't have to win a game right there. Dark Ruler, set up a nice board and win next turn. You know, so I don't think Raigeki will do nothing against that deck because like they got negates already. You know what I'm saying? So Arrow negate anything, bro. Yeah. So a card I didn't mention. This card is good versus Yummy, and we play it. Pink. You know, you summon Pink, beat over Herald, pop the other Herald. You know what I'm saying? So you might play 2-3 Pinks, this format, bro. If not, you go side it. I think Pink pretty good. But the only bad thing about that, other people will be playing Pinks too. So, and Pink's what? Just imagine us. Like, right? Like, say we have Doka and something. I don't know. Doka and something. See Doka. Lars 25, right? Yeah, so Doka and Lars, right? See, summon Pink, beat over Lars, pop Doka, negate. So you got rid of Lars, and one negate. So you only got, so Pink did all that by itself. Pink got rid of 3 negates. You know what I'm saying? So this saying Pink is broken, man. Even versus us. So, but another good thing is about this deck, like everything kill the deck though. It's good. Like it's a good deck, but everything affects it. Everything. You know, just like Dino'S. Oh, Lancy. Oh, Drove. Oh, Ash. Oh, Empire. Everything affects us. You know what I'm saying? But if we pop off, we pop off. And so the fact that like they gotta link off to do their thing, bro. Jirak would kill Yummy, bro. 100%. Like I'm telling you, Jirak will kill Yummy, bro. Real talk. And then Ryugi will kill Yummy because these 2 cards, all they have is light beast. Light beast from the deck. You go summon these 3 from the deck or graveyard, and these light beast. This is after you can make a negate, like light beast, bro. So you could play either one you want. I'm gonna call light, which is probably better because this is like, you get what I'm saying? So Proto's probably a little better because he a light too, so he hit everything. So I'm telling you, bro. So I think the way to go is Ryugi and Jirak. So I think that's the way. Now, depending on what you playing, bro, I think going second Dino'S still is an option. But don't try to go first with regular Dino'S because a lot of people playing Super Pilot, bro. So if you want to drop a Dark Ruler than a Harpies, go for it. You get what I'm saying? But and also if you play Dark, you know, if you play Dark Ruler, bro, you have to. You have to play this card, bro. Play Track Black. Play it. You can target one monster you point to. Each time you discard point my monster, draw a card. So if you Dark Ruler their ass, make sure you put Conduct under here and just attack all these 4/5 monsters, draw 4/5 card. You get what I'm saying? So like get that card advantage, set that nice border. You might have draw like a Imperm, Ash, or Droll. Like make sure you win next turn, bro. You know, cause they coming. You know what I'm saying? No diddy. So make sure you're playing this card. If you're playing Dark Ruler No More. I think Dark Ruler No More is pretty good, bro. You know, not against this, cause they have a card that can negate Dark Ruler No More. But against, like, that's why I say you probably want to side Dark Ruler No More, cause like you're not, you know, it's 3 different decks, and people still might be trying to play this deck. So it all depends how big the board is, right? But Dark Ruler is broken. Droplets, whatever you want to do. But I think Dark Ruler just boom. Just knock out everything. And you can just play freely. They got hand traps. You gotta play around that, depending on what your hand is. But I think Dark Ruler is definitely in play. So yeah, man. It's like I'm getting mixed signals right now. Breaker's good. Hand trap's good. Ryugi look good sometimes. Jirak look good sometimes. I don't know. I think Conductor and one of these cards, mainly probably this one, because Dragon Tails are all kind of attributes, but they only going for Dragon or Spellcaster. So I think this card right here, you know, going to be huge. And I just played Malice yesterday with the replay, and I made Reaper-Dokus, had Ovi under, and I made Ovi Cybers, call Cybers, pop Ovi, pop all these shit. I had game on board, but even if I didn't, he had one card in his hand, he would have drew. He cannot special summon. That's game. You know what I'm saying? So, and then you can switch it off Melody. So I think is all like we go see. The reason I can't tell you what to play exactly, because when these come out, a ban list gonna be out. Cause I'm expecting the ban list to come out right before or right after. Whenever the Europe thing is, I don't know what it was. I think it was the 29th or something. I can't remember. Maybe I could check the calendar. I don't have my phone by me. What today is? 17th. So it's not the 18th. So maybe the 25th. Maybe the weekend like the 25th. So like the 26th, 27th. Or is the first, or is the second, third. So one of those, that week right there, from the 26th to the 2nd, the 26th to the 3rd. No, I lied. 27th to the 3rd, we're gonna have a ban list right here. My birthday on the 26th. Thank you, Jesus. So right there, the 27th to the 3rd, we have a ban list. And this deck come out, you know, it go come out like right here, but legal on the 1st. So yeah, so if that tournament this week, that weekend before, that means you gonna have 3-4 days to order these cards and fix your deck for the 1st. Get that pre-release shit. So yeah, format about to change, brother. So yeah, man. So let me know what y'all think, man. And just me talking about the decks. I tried to get some videos. Like me versus these decks, but nobody came, so I'm like, I don't want to wait too long. But yeah, so in a week, in a week or two, Yu-Gi-Oh is about to change, and looking forward to everything, bro. I'm about to make a video. Somebody told me to do a deck list of Ryugi again. I guess because I played this and they want a deck list. So I'm gonna have to do a real RL deck list. So that's probably gonna happen like tomorrow or today. And somebody asked me to like play Malice. No, not Malice, Lord. Mr. Rugi. I already had this deck list right here, but it never been touching months. So I'm gonna have to mess with this again and learn this shit again and probably tune this up. So yeah, so somebody asked me for a replay for this. So I gotta find a duel with this. And somebody asked me for a Ryugi deck profile. So I gotta make that IRL because I think I have this card already. Yeah. So that's 2. And somebody asked me for something else. They asked for a going second list, but they never say like, in person. If they do, I'm gonna have to make that too. So the good thing is by having those cards on standby, because they want me to because this is a list I was playing. So I definitely, but the only bad thing is I have every card on here, but this card, which I need to order. And I'm not ordering these Perulias. It got to get reprinted. Like if I was going to play a YCS or regionals, I'll buy it, but I'm not. So if y'all see 3 cards that's like backwards, is these. So I might go make both of these profiles and post it like I did last time when I did Jirek, and I did Jirek going first, Jirek going second. So I'm about to do the same thing with these two. I'm gonna make both of these profiles. So that might be tomorrow because it's already like 2 o'clock. So I'm gonna try to put this out, and I'm gonna try to put like a couple duels out and call that a wrap for the day. But tomorrow I'm definitely going to do that. That's it for the video, man. Let me know what y'all think, man. I think Jirek and Ryugi is the answer. Going second, I need to see. I want to see how it gonna be. I never played Dragon Tell and they got something like a negate trap, so I want to see how they go be. I can't tell you right now, but maybe you got a main. You maybe gotta. Hey, look, man. Maybe Kaiju Slumber is something like, Kaiju's, like Lava Golem. Kaiju Summer. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of things that could be probably good, bro. Like, I'm gonna find some replays and I'm gonna test this shit out, bro. But let me know what y'all think, man. How y'all feel about the upcoming format? And which think the best way we should play it. We have options, bro, so we just gotta figure out the best way. But I think this is like the slept on card right here. Like, if you know exactly what you playing, man, I'm telling you, this the card. So I wonder if you could play like Melody. Like, let me see. My last thing I want to see right here, cause let's see if I did that right. Nope. 3,026. And defense will be 0. No, that's not right. I don't know. Yeah, y'all know how to do this shit. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to do this. I don't know if it's pointing in the right direction. So I don't know. So yeah, I don't know, man. I don't think it's crazy. I'm just trying to see, like, if you playing Dino'S and you just, want to play 3 melodies with like this card, what's the other targets? Levy. Only dark. It would be light and dark, arch and animal. Destroy 2 cards on the field, so possible. I can see a way where you can play these cards, man. Just play that little engine. You gotta have like at least 3 of them in case you draw 1. Yeah, I'm not seeing nothing crazy. I think that's probably the best 2 targets. Yeah, I'm not seeing nothing. Yeah, so you probably go out to just play Ryugi because you don't want to just play Melody and just for that. You want to just search it and search an engine card or something. So yeah, that's it for the video, man. I talked enough. I gotta go order some cards, man. I gotta get this Violon shit. I got a lot of cards coming in too, but I gotta get oh yeah, order a secret call by. Finally, it will be on the video. I mean, I've been having a fucking a little rare call by for the longest. I said, hold on, I'm tired of that. So I just got a secret call by. Feel like $4 or $5, but I said fuck it. But yeah, man, that's it for the video, man. Let me know what y'all think, man. What I miss. What can help us versus this deck? Because the goal is to beat this deck, bro. I feel like it took a while, but we mastered Malice, Razio. So now it's on to bigger and better things now, man. So all right, y'all.